Alright, so this is a video walkthrough tour of Fort Racimir, which I did about a week or so, or finished about a week or so now. So just to kind of get your bearings with where we're at. We are on top of this mountain, which kind of overlooks the lake down here. You can pretty much see for miles. And then Gustavus is down here. So it's not far from the start location. So it's a good location to start with, actually, in terms of if you're actually playing. Because you've got loads of towns around you. But not the best spot in terms of available land to build on, so it's quite restrictive in that sense. But I kind of like that. Kind of makes you think outside the box a little bit. So this is a new road that I've put in, which kind of leads. So if we go that way, that leads to the sort of farm, which is outside the town walls. And then if we go up here, there's sort of like another level, which is the sheep shearer's cottage and the windmill, obviously, because it's right there. And then if we go up, this is where the actual fort is. I've called it a fort. It's probably not actually a fort. I don't know what constitutes a fort in real life, but the idea was that I wanted to make something that looked as fortified as possible, with the sort of assets that we've got at the minute. So before someone was like, that's not a fort. Yeah, I know. Sure. I already know this. So there you go. So we've also got a bit of farmland up here as well. So we've got cattle, they're all happy up there. And then we've got a little house up on the hillside there. A nice little winding road up to the top. But let's get down to it. So, this is the main entrance, the only entrance. Terrible from a fire safety point of view. There's only one exit out of the town. But we're just going to gloss over that. And we'll head inside. These are just privies, which I use quite a lot because they kind of look like guard houses. A little bit from this angle. And then I've just wrapped them with stone and then blocked the entrance off, which kind of defeats the point of them being there. But visually they look a little bit more sort of fortified. And then in we go. So this is split into two sort of levels. So this is upper town, and then the lower town is down this little staircase, ramp, whatever. But we'll start with upper town first. So this is a guard tower, which is basically an unbuilt windmill. So if I get my hammer out, you can see that I've literally just not built the walls on it and left it open. And then I've just put a plank fence around here to kind of like cover the staircase a little bit, which kind of makes it look more like it's a proper building. Oh, sorry, my dogs are barking in the background. And then inside up here, let's go into the first person. What I've done is iron spears. So that's an iron spear there, and then just drop logs. So the spears just hold the logs in place, basically. And kind of looks like a wall that you can look over. And then I've dropped a plank on top, so you can put stuff on it, basically, the shelf. And then just drops spears, crossbows, bucket of arrows, basket of arrows, bucket of bolts. Just to try and get it looking sort of defensive as possible. So I've done that a few times. I think there's 5 of these. all looking the same in terms of the building itself, and then I've just sort of mixed it up a little bit in terms of decoration. Let's get out of first person. Let's have a look at the market. So this is, I should say as well, this build was not meant to be like a really pretty, for want of a better word, town. I wanted to make something that was realistic in terms of medieval style and layout. So like I haven't used any like fancy lanterns or like the arbor trellises and things like that. There's very little in terms of flower decoration. There's no like elaborate gardens or anything like that. I wanted to make it look as if I gave someone the save file and they'd never played it before, if they loaded it up, they'd think this was just a town that was already there, if that makes sense. So I don't know if I've done that, but I'm happy with it either way, regardless. So yeah, we've got the marketplace here, which is kind of not as neat and sort of deliberate, I guess would be the word I want to use, as the one that I did in Ogredovia, but I have used similar sort of ideas, but I haven't gone as far into it, basically. So this is just a small house instead of a house. And then I've done like this sort of small little market area. There was an apple on the floor there, just ignore that. But yeah, I haven't gone like all out like I did with that one. So yeah, just loads of decoration items dropped around here, but nothing too crazy. And then we've got this little hen, what do you call it, hen house in the middle here, and then we've got the resource storage. So the upper level, there aren't any houses on it. It's supposed to just be sort of production, the market, all the extraction buildings, and then the lower level is more residential, and it's got like the tavern and a couple of production buildings like the sewing hut and the herbalist hut, but otherwise it's meant to be a more residential area. So that's kind of the idea. One thing I did as well in this one is I went to town on decorating the production and extraction building interiors, which I haven't really done before. So I thought I'd give it a go, and I was pretty happy with how it turned out, to be honest. Yeah, I think it makes it look and feel a lot more alive. So yeah, I was quite happy with how that turned out. And then we've got the old woodshed. Is it a woodshed? I can never remember what the name is. Sorry, my dogs again. And yeah, this is a bit of a smaller area, so than the ones I've done before. So I haven't gone as all out on the sort of timber front, but we've still got like little decoration items to make it feel a little bit more alive. So yeah, that's that one. And then we've got the food. Well, the food resource storage is down here, so we've got sort of like crates as if they're being unloaded off the cart. Just lots of wood. And then inside, same again. Just gone to town with like decorating, and not with the aim to make it look sort of nice necessarily, but just to make it feel like real, if that makes sense. So it's not particularly like pretty. It's literally just crates of food in here, but that's what it is. It's a food storage. So yeah. So yeah, it's quite tedious putting all these bottles in, but I like the effect of it. I think it looks really good. I think it looks pretty smart. And then we have the smithy, and the smithy sort of storage area here. So again, loads of dropped items, barrels, stones. Apologies if you hear my dogs in the background. They're being very naughty today. And they're being super, super naughty. And then, yeah, we've just got ores. That's salt and stone dropped in just to give the look a little bit more variety. And then, yeah, all the things that are produced by the smithy are here pretty much, give or take. And then the ingots that would be used, that kind of thing. And then inside, we did this little entrance here, which was quite happy with. And inside, again, just all the stuff that would be used by the smithy I've just dropped inside. So he's happy working there. Workshop, we'll do that side first. Again, anything that's crafted by the workshop and any of the materials used, I've dropped down here, or in the outside area and inside as well. So again, it's tried to make it not look like perfectly neat, apart from those bowls. But yeah, it's a storage area. It's not a display area. So yeah, things are just dropped there. So like all these chairs are like not lined up neatly and things like that, just to give it effect that yeah, people are actually working here. And then we've got clay and logs, loads of firewood, and then the back here as well. Again, all these things are like stored like I put them at like weird angles, so it makes it look like they've just been like dumped there basically. So someone's made that archery thing and just is stored there rather than someone actually trying to practice archery there, because that would be ridiculously easy. So yeah, that's the idea. And then if we go inside, same again pretty much. Let's go to first person mode again because it's easier. Nothing like crazy particularly. I mean, most of it's just crates, but it just really gives that sort of vibe that yeah, someone's working in here and they've just dumped stuff wherever it fits, rather than things being really perfectly placed and in line. So yeah, dropped a little jug down there. So that's the workshop, and then we go up here. So this is kind of the more fortified area. So I've done this little passageways mainly because of the terrain sort of dictated that I had to do that, because you can see like this rock either side of here. So yeah, I made these little passageways so guards would run through or whatever. And then this one is more the sort of armory, because it's the biggest one, and sort of it's in its own enclosure, for want of a better word. So yeah, we've got loads of axes, loads of spike clubs, crossbows. There's a little practice range down here. I think there's a bell tower as well, just as like a warning sign, because up here you can pretty much see 360 degrees over the entire area, apart from that side of that over that way. And then yeah, same again up here. Slightly, that's fallen over. Let's just ignore that. We'll turn our backs. So yeah, slightly varied decoration items as much as I can, so they don't all look like copy paste jobs. And then the next one over here, pretty much the same again, but slightly less. Oh, she's on duty. Slightly less space on this one, so yeah, kind of toned it down a little bit. But yeah, pretty much the same again up here. Things in slightly different places, but mainly the same. So that's that bit. And then we shall head on down to the lower levels. Lower level, there's only one level. I really like this bit. Like, I know it's just a pathway, but I don't usually like dropping like this many planks, but it kind of made sense in this place. And yeah, I don't know why, I just really like it. And yeah, here we go. This is the lower level. So yeah, like I said, this is all houses pretty much. So we've got the only buildings that aren't. We've got the sewing hut there. There's a herbalist hut over there, builder's hut down there, and then tavern and a kitchen and a well. That makes it sound like there's a lot, but yeah, I chose the buildings that kind of look like they go along with the houses, if that makes sense. That probably doesn't make sense because I don't even know what I mean by that. But as in, they don't look out of place in a residential area, if that makes sense. I need to stop saying if that makes sense. This is my house, which did have a great view, and some idiot built all these houses in the way. So now you can see absolutely nothing. So I need to move house really, kick someone else out. I was happy with this little doormat that I made. It's not perfect. But I started doing these log fences around the staircase, just so it gives it sort of a bit of protection in terms of you're not just going to fall off. But also it just means you can drop items like the large saddlebag on there and prop like backpacks and boots and stuff against it, so it looks like someone's just got home, dropped their backpack, taken their shoes off, wiped their feet, and bang inside. Don't judge the inside because I didn't do the inside of the buildings because I just didn't. I didn't want to. I got bored. So don't judge me, please. Unless you think it looks nice, and then judge away. Every garden is decorated, however. And again, not to make it look really, really nice, but to make it look functional. That was the aim. So, yeah, they've all got washing facilities, privy, but yeah, not extravagant gardens. There might be like a couple of plants dotted around, but nothing crazy. Ooh, I love this bit. Really simple, very simple man. I like simple things. Just a laundry basket by the clothesline, and then I did it for all of them because that's what I do. Find something good and then just do it over and over again until it kind of loses its effect. And then this was before I did this bit, there were almost no plants and flowers around at all, and then I had this little space here which it was just empty, and I was like, just looks a bit crap. So I caved and I was like, I'll put some flowers down because this can be a little seating area, and then kind of got out of hand and I started putting stuff everywhere, but still not crazy decorated with flowers. Then we've got I've tried to give each house like its own sort of like identity. Oh, the lights are on already. We need to hurry up. Identity in terms of, so this is fisherman. So the fisherman lives here. And they've all got sort of their own veg gardens. And yeah. And then again, interior and exterior, like I've gone a bit wild with the decorating. Again, not to look particularly nice, but just look functional. So they're all just put there. All the materials that you'd use for the clothing itself, and then just some personal items dropped around. And then by the sides of the houses, again, just try to make it look functional. So this guy is, why is he, like a farmer? So he's got straw for some reason, and a cart full of manure, because, yeah. And then same again over this way, little veg garden, little laundry basket by the washing tub. And we'll go over this way because it looks really nice over here. So I'm not going to go into too much detail on these gardens because, yeah, they're not really all out decorated. These plants, you can see inside that they're just vases with plants in it, but it makes it kind of look like a waterbird pond with some sort of reeds coming out of it. Herbalist hut. Very happy with this one. Again, not as super detailed as some people's, but I just like how functional it looks. So yeah, I did quite a lot of work on that one. Then moving on to, again over here, so this guy like does excavation, so he's got his excavation stuff. This guy's a woodworker, so he's got all his woodworking stuff outside. And then this guy will be the sort of the builder. So he's got all the materials that he needs, and then a massive firewood store. The little trick that I did here is that it's quite unstable stacking it like this. So you might not be able to see, but I've put the higher wattle fence in between. Oh, that was awful. In between that back layer and the middle layer, and it just gives that back layer a little bit of support, so it doesn't keep falling over. And I liked, apart from the roof, don't like the roof because honestly, I was thinking for ages, and it kept doing that thing where they like slide for no reason. And I just gave up a bit on it, so I was like, that'll have to do. Again, all the little porches decorated, and then I quite like this little garden because it's got this nice little path, and then leading up to here with his bow and his archery targets stored over there, ready to go. You got another watchtower up there as well, but we're losing light, so we won't bother going up there because you've seen it before pretty much. Oh, they are being very naughty today. Then again, just the sides of the houses, dropped items to make it look lived in. Carts, I've gone crazy with the carts and just put relevant items in there. Got another garden over here. They haven't all got veg gardens, but if they had space for a veg garden, I'll put one in basically. And then again, we've got some houses with a small garden. He's got a nice view when you can actually see over that way. And then, yeah, just stuff stored at the side as well. This guy's got a tiny garden. He's got a short straw there. Then we've got a little bathhouse here. Let's go first person. She's ready. And again, just drop like clothing items on the chairs as if someone's just got changed or whatever's just got in. A little hat on the chair. Another little clothesline for people to hang their clothes if they get wet. Sort of into the last kind of area now. Although we haven't done the farm yet, but maybe we'll go to sleep and have a look at that in the morning. Yeah, a little pub garden, nice little ramp, and then the view out here is the best tavern view in the land, self-claimed. And then, yeah, just decorated on the bar and the bread basket there as well. Tables decorated as well. And then we'll quickly do the... I forgot a torch on me. There we go. Kitchen, again, so little meals that they've made there, bread that's there, all the ingredients to make bread, little bread shovel to put in the bread oven, meat on the grill, firewood for the oven, and a little store on this side which has got food ingredients, and then this side is the tavern store, so we've just got bottles, cups, spoons, barrels, all in the baskets. Again, doesn't look particularly pretty, but functional. It's my favourite word today, functional. And again, just a little bit more storage as well there. Right, we'll quickly go to bed and hope that it's not raining in the morning, because I hate the rain. I want a sunny day. Give me a sunny day. I think it's spring. Come on. Yes! Sunny day to see the farm. Right. Let's quickly get out of here. And we'll go have a look at the farm. Where's my horse? Where did I leave it? There we go. So yeah, we've kind of seen this bit, but we'll go up to the... it's literally just the cow field. We'll go up to the house on the hill. Just have a quick look. I love these walls that I've done with the wattle fence on the outside. Just makes it kind of look like the stones are like loose in the middle, with the wattle fence keeping it in. Just gives it a nice little effect. I'm just going to ride my horse through this guy's garden. Sorry. Yeah, there aren't many houses outside of the town walls. I think there's only 3, including this one. I want to try and keep as much in the town walls as I can. But obviously, farmland, the walls would have had to go for miles, so they're all outside. Little horse hitching post here as well, outside the city, fort, whatever. And then we'll go have a look at the sheep shearer's cottage first. And the windmill. Just all this stuff dumped outside. And this is the sheep shearer's cottage. And this was the first house that I put down on this map. But yeah, obviously we've got the sheepfold. And then we've got this little sheep shearer's area I was quite happy with. So they just bring the sheep in, shear it. There's all the wool for it. Gloves, bit of food. And then this cottage over here has got a nice little garden with a kick-ass view. The bench is a bit low down. You can't really see. You can see over that way, but again, we're just gonna ignore it and move on. It looks nice. So then we go down. Made this little mountain path again. Like, I love a good path. And this just leads down to the farmland down here. So we've got a little pig pen, and then loads of fields. And we've got even more fields down here. So we've done like all the crops are here, and then all the veg stuff is down here. And then there is an orchard down here, which is literally just an orchard. I don't like to talk about the orchard because it's just there and I haven't done anything with it. So again, we'll just move on. And then, yeah, just the barn. Actually, I didn't do anything in the barn. Again, let's just move on from that. And then this last cottage over this way, which again has kick-ass views. So I did a little bench over this side. And again, just relevant items dropped around. And I think this bench actually... Yeah, lovely. Nice little view. And dogs going wild again. Apologies. But that is pretty much it. Little overview there. I'm working on another one. This is on the valley map as well. Just I think I said at the start. But I'm working on another build at the minute, which is more of a pretty build over in the swamp of all places. But it looks really good. It's just over here. I've put a couple of pictures of it on my Steam, but otherwise, yeah, it's not done yet. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed and likes videos and watched videos. Really appreciate it. I never thought I'd be doing something like this, but I've had sort of good feedback, so I'm going to keep doing it until people get bored or people just start hating me for flooding their feeds with new stuff. So yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll always try and answer them. So yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much. Bye.